Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another weekly reset video, and this week is a really good week and I'm really excited to show you guys what the vendors are selling. Like my last weekly reset video, I'm just gonna cut it down to the things that I saw after checking every single vendor, my favorite things and the things that I think would benefit you guys the most. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So to start off here, actually, this is probably one of the best M4s that I've ever seen being sold at a vendor. It is a lightweight M4, which is personally my favorite archetype of an M4. It has 22% enemy armor damage, so it's already near the top. The damage roll on it is actually the highest that I've ever seen on a vendor M4 before, and the talents are dominant, vicious, and destructive. So yes, you can see the value of this already. So I would highly suggest picking this up. A few runs of Clear Sky challenging or whatever mission you want to run that awards Phoenix credits, definitely get this. It's a must buy for me in my books. This is probably going to be better in terms of damage than your M4, because my M4 is actually one of the highest rolled damage-wise, and it's exactly the same. So yeah, I would highly suggest picking this M4 up. This double barrel sawed-off also is actually a really nice pickup as well. It has vicious, sustained, and swift. I would probably roll off sustain for something. The use for these is you can use them to finish off enemies in PvP, which is actually a super good idea. It gets them done quick instead of hitting them, and it's able to use from a distance as well. I would highly suggest picking this up as well. So those are the two weapons here that are amazing to me, so let's move on. This Striker's mask down here is actually pretty much the best roll that you can get on any mask, so if you guys are ever planning or have a Striker build, this would be the mask for you. The armor roll is a bit low. Obviously it's 861 when it could be upwards of about 1,000, but if you need a roll like this for your Striker mask, then here you go. Now, two holsters here are also extremely good. This Predator's Mark holster has a 1200 across the board roll, as well as all armor already on it, so this is obviously a really nice pickup if you guys like running Predator's Mark. Also, there is a Nimble holster right here with very respectable rolls in terms of the firearms and stamina of it, and people have been telling me, and I've come to also see, that Nimble is an extremely underrated talent, so if you guys are ever running a high-end build and you need a holster, this is probably going to be the best one that you can get, I mean, in terms of its talents. It's got pistol damage, so you'd obviously wanted to get that off for armor, and it's a great holster choice for you. There's also an Alpha Bridge holster if you guys still don't have one, but the rolls are alright, but nothing to write home about. Moving on over here to the Special Blueprints vendor, we actually have our first assault rifle blueprint that they've ever sold here. It's an ACR, so if you guys need a really high stability assault rifle for PvE or maybe even PvP, you can test your luck with rolling here. I would highly suggest picking this up for the future as well if you want to use it for Alpha Bridge or something like that. There you go. There's also Super 90 blueprint if you guys like to use shotguns. I know a lot of Super 90 Striker builds are really good in the Dark Zone, and it's good just to have. Pick up also this electronics mask blueprint, obviously if you can afford it, and the holster blueprint as well. Holster obviously so you can get like a Nimble holster or just any good holster for any high-end build that you're running. This electronics mask blueprint, you'd have to get pretty lucky with the rolls, but if you guys are really needing a mask and they aren't selling any that are super good for you, then I would pick this up, but you'd have to roll off electronics every single time. Moving up to the advanced weaponry vendor, there's not really much here except obviously a really nice popgun if you guys don't already have one, and a small grip red if you guys still don't have one. I would highly suggest running this on whatever you have as your primary in the game, as critical hit damage is best in slot for the underbarrel slot, so I would pick this up if you still don't have a small grip. Also, if you guys were ever needing to run Alpha Bridge, or if you even just like using SASGs, there's a super nicely rolled one here with brutal, responsive, and destructive, probably one of the best rolls that you can get on a shotgun. So if you guys want to use this for any purposes that you wish, this one's here for you if you like the rolls, and then nice. Moving up to the gear vendor, if we take a look down here, there's a really nice ballistic we are extremely close to this lady. really close. Anyways, there is a ballistic shield health mod if you guys like running defense or just like running ballistic shield health mods. This would be a super nice mod if you guys like to run defense or if you guys like to run ballistic shield mods, so pick this up if you need it. Now, at the ward safe house, in the lower right part of the light zone, you'll find a 5% self-heal mod, so if you guys don't already have one, then this one's here for you. Now moving on to the East 31st Street vendor, or the right DZ01 vendor, there is a really nice stamina mod with armor. So if you guys don't want to test your luck with any of the blueprints that you have, or you just can't find any stamina mods with armor, it's not the highest rolls in the world, but if you still need them, like I do on my Xbox character, really bad, then this one's here for you guys. And it's relatively cheap as well, costing only about 20,000 DZ funds per mod. Now, on the topic of armor mods, there is another armor electronics mod located at the Autumn's Hope safe house in the top left side of the map. Now, in the bottom of the Dark Zone, in the 5th Avenue Dark Zone vendor, there is an SA-58 with a pretty nice roll on it, so if you guys ever wanted to use this for Alpha Bridge, or maybe even as a primary, then definitely pick this up. And up at the right side, DZ06 vendor, at the very top of the map, there is a small laser pointer with very decent rolls. So if you guys don't already have one, then this one's for you. Oh, and we got hit with a CE error. That's... God, I love this game. Now, at the DZ05 Dark Zone weapon mod vendor is what I believe to be the best rolled Omega rifle suppressor that you can buy, and that has ever been sold. The headshot damage roll is 18.5, which is the cap, and it has 4 critical hit damage and 3 critical hit chance as well, and it's also black, which means that it matches everything, unlike the tan ones that were sold last week, so I'm just gonna go and buy this. There's also reduced threat, so... reduced threat. And finally, to cap off the week, if you guys want it and are willing to spend the 200,000 Dark Zone funds on it, there's another Nimble holster here with a tiny bit of a lower armor roll, I believe. But the rolls are all 1,200 plus, so if you guys do need one and aren't going to spend the Phoenix credits on the other one, this one's here for you as well. So that, ladies and gentlemen, has been my weekly reset video for this week. I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, or you found something that you're gonna buy, you're gonna experiment with this week, please make sure to drop a like and leave a comment, as it always helps me out as well. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a great week. This has been TuxBird. Peace out, guys.